Hello, once again, Your Honor. Let's have court part 29 or 30, I don't know. Don't worry, I'll upload it in the proper order, I promise. Good morning, everyone. All the lawyers, crazy people, stalkers, etc. Your Honor, I talked in previous testimony about how thugs were sent, how FBI was sent, not just after me, after my girl as well, or my ex-girl at the time. It's still my ex-girl. I'm not with her anymore. In other words, I relate to the court here and to you, Your Eminence, that the real underlying message of tactics like this is we can get to you or your girl. In other words, we can get to you and what you care about or who you care about, not just you. That's why the agents showed up to harass her and continued to harass her until I exposed it all online. If I had been a little more aware and experienced with mob tactics at the time, in my actual life, the smart play would have been to record those individuals on a phone call and share that with my audience. That would have been the smart play back then. But I still have a witness to them showing up. So that's good enough for me. I should have called the number. I should have recorded every word of it. And I should have played it for my audience. Because I'm a full transparency guy, Your Honor. Unless I sign an NDA or make some type of agreement. Of course, I would honor that agreement. But there's no NDAs here. So again, Your Honor, the point, the real underlying message of mob tactics or stalking tactics, etc., because I'm sure they're going to try and paint me. So many parties will try and paint me as I was coming after them, yet I have all the physical evidence of being gone after. They have none. That's the difference. In other words, reality will be the literal opposite of what they say in court. The literal opposite. I didn't send thugs. I didn't call law enforcement on people I don't like because I don't like them. Just to mess with their life. I don't stalk people. I don't make accounts with their picture and pretend I'm them. I've never pretended to be another person and use their picture. That was done all over the internet to me, Your Honor. In the beginning of this, people took my face, put it on an account on Twitter or Instagram. Many people. And pretended they were me, to the point I had viewers of mine saying, "Why did you say this on Twitter or Instagram, Nick?" And I'd have to tell my audience over and over again, I'm only on YouTube. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Instagram, Your Honor. I would have to say this over and over again. This is the real me. Those people on Twitter and Instagram, those are imposters. Literally impersonating me. Twitter allowed this. Instagram allowed this. The accounts are probably still up to this day. If I went looking for them, I'm sure I'd find them. That's another thing anyone does an internet search on me will find. People literally impersonating me online, and God knows what they've said. I don't even remember. Because I had so many things to deal with, Your Honor. So just like the people I believe were sent by the estate or one of their agents, because again, none of this ever happened to me before I began talking about Chris Cornell on video on this website. So that tells me what the source is. Even though it's not direct evidence, it's circumstantial evidence, in my opinion, Your Honor. So I think I know where those thugs came from. I think I know where those FBI folks came from. Because, just magically, after I start talking about Chris Cornell, those people start coming into my life. When I've never had those types of people in my life ever. Your Honor, you know my background. But one more time, the real goal, underlying message is we can get to you or your girl or the things you care about as well. You better stop. That's the underlying message. I'll get back to that later to prove another point. If I remember, there's so many, so much up here. There's another party, a group of people not associated with the estate. People that have stalked me for years now, and there's plenty of witnesses to it. I have emails from this group of people, all blaming it on each other every time they have a falling out, trying to get back in my good graces, telling me what each other is responsible for in regards to ruining my business. They're admitting it in emails to me. One party told me, who was leading this little group of stalkers, they followed me on the Periscope. They stalked me here. They made an entire channel using a mentally challenged boy as their mouthpiece to defame me. For years, we all witnessed it, Your Honor. I can bring human beings to testify to this fact. Every person I blocked would go to that mentally challenged boy's channel and support him via the comment section because they were mad at me or something. I don't know. They participated in the defamation. It became a whole phenomena, Your Honor. Channels about the homeless joke, right? If I'm just a homeless joke, why so many channels about me? Not Chris Cornell. Me. I guess instead of a homeless joke, I'm a celebrity, huh? Just a thought. So, thousands of human beings witnessed this online, Your Honor, as it all played out. Could YouTube have cared at all that a mentally challenged boy was being used by two other people and everyone in the comment section who didn't like me to spout abject defamation? They knew he was stupid enough to do it. They were too chicken shit to put their name and face on abject defamation, but that doesn't get them out of it, Your Honor. They were behind it. I have the boy admitting it in emails. Your lawyer's gonna love it when he sees these. They're incredible. Anyway, so that was all going on. Whatever. Again, I had a business to run, Your Honor. What am I going to do? Sue a mentally challenged boy that's being used by other people and egged on and applauded? He never got this kind of attention in his life ever. All of a sudden, he's getting attention from all these people for defamation. They were behind it, not him. He's not smart enough. That's not an insult on him. It was obvious what was going on. He didn't have a fair shake. He doesn't have the same faculties we have. They used him to get to me because they were too cowardly and scared to put their name and face on the defamation. They used him to do it. These are the type of people we're dealing with, Your Honor. But there's more. As further proof, they've stalked me all these years because a lot of the stuff has been taken down by them. Not me, not complaints, stuff like that. Because they want to hide it. Anyway, to prove what I'm saying, Your Honor, as if a gift from the heavens, they just resume their stalking of me as they're about to get sued in court. I have their IP addresses. I'm talking in the past week, 2 weeks, proving my point, proving what all the witnesses will say they saw, making accounts that are a year or 2 years old with no followers, just to troll. That's what this person's been spending their time doing. Again, further proving my point. I don't have any accounts that are a year old that I just use to troll people with. Everyone knows what my accounts are, Your Honor. I've told them all. I have about 5 of them. And I've said them all straight on camera. I'm not using them to troll people every day and pretend I'm not me. This is what I've had to go through. Again, doing damage to my business. Also, this group of about 3 people, again, contacting my viewers behind the scenes, telling lies about me. I have the screenshots of them doing it. I have their PayPal messages to me, harassing me, stalking me. Emails. Witnesses. And they've resumed their activity now. Even as they're about to get legal notices. What do you do with these type of children, Your Honor? What can you do? The type of people that use a mentally challenged boy to get to me. The type of people that use two thugs, you know, way off from their glory days 30 years ago. Probably pussies then too. Excuse the language, Your Honor. People that send FBI for no reason when they know I have a squeaky clean background. Listen, if the estate, I guarantee they ran a background check on me in about 2.3 seconds once they discovered me. They know damn well I ain't got shit in my background. Because if I did, if they came back with a rap sheet full of DUIs, domestic abuse, whatever, drug arrests, they would have plastered that everywhere. That's what they do. They leak shit to the press and try and keep their name away from. That's what they do, Your Honor. Everyone knows this. Typical $3 publicist tactics that unfortunately work in this world. Because a lot of people don't have time to look into things. Anyway, enough of the millionaires. Back to this other party, Your Honor, because they sent a similar message. Let me explain. Since they've resumed their stalking of me, which I can prove with IP addresses and screenshots of accounts and all that, I guarantee will lead back to them. And then there's the emails and the harassing of my audience members and deliberate sabotage of my business. Deliberate, malicious. And using a mentally challenged boy to defame me because they were too cowardly to do it. And I have emails testifying from the boy and another party involved, blaming each other for things and blaming a third party for things who may get a letter. I haven't decided yet. I'm debating that. I know they don't have a lot of money. I'm trying to be merciful here. So there were other parties pushing this boy to do it. And it's obvious he's mentally challenged and he doesn't understand the gravity of what he's doing. I'll even admit that, Your Honor. He didn't understand the gravity, but YouTube understood the gravity of defamation of me. Did they take it down? No. Some of it's still up today. We've already screenshotted. Abject defamation that this website allowed and enabled, despite complaints by people. Still left it all up. Every day, all day. Even they knew. They're not stupid. They're all knowing, right? The cubicle worker at YouTube, the executive in the office, they're all knowing. They're God. That's what you'll tell me, right, Your Honor? And that's what they'll tell you. They knew what was going on. And that's something I didn't point out at the time. These people know that boy was being used by third parties to get at me. They allowed it. They should have shut that down in 3.2 seconds. Not because it was about me. I don't care who it's about. A mentally challenged individual being used by some other people because they're too cowardly to commit the defamation themselves. Libel, slander, whatever you want to call it. That should have been nipped in the bud. And I don't care if he was talking about Fred Flintstone and defaming him via these other people. That should have been nipped in the bud immediately, Your Honor. It's disgraceful that some of it's still up and it was allowed to go on day just to get to me. You see, the website wanted to get to me as well, Your Honor. They loved all that shit that was going on. They didn't stop a damn bit of it. So, as evidence that the stalking continues and they're, using fake accounts to troll and stalk and harass, directed directly at me today. You can do that on YouTube. You can make a little video and direct it at someone. Now, if I did that, making fun of them, I made a video, directed it at their account, I'd be shut down in 3.2 seconds, Your Honor. I think I've proven that fact. How they treat me, how I'm special. Special. No way would I get away with that. Whatever. You want to make fun of me? I don't care. Parody is one thing. Oh, they learned a new word. The children learned a new word. The stalkers, they're children. So I taught the children a new word in one of my recent pieces of testimony, Your Honor, the word parody. So this child decided to use the word parody in a video they made just about me with some great $3 editing. I knew exactly who it was the second I saw it. And I got a notification from the website that this was done. Hey, this video is directed at you. I got a notification from the website of this making fun of me. Again, if I dare do this, Your Honor, if I dared make a parody video with someone, whoever the subject is, their face, slogans, lighting, I mean, just insanity. This is an abject stalker. If I never did that in my life, Your Honor. I never took people from the estate's faces and put them in videos and edited all together, and that's creepy shit, man. That's stalker type shit. Your Honor, forgive me. Never have I done that. So when people go to those lengths, I really have to question their sanity. I have to question what's going on in their life. Do you have a life? One, because I don't have time for that. Nor would I do it if I did have time, because I'm sane, Your Honor. They're not. Obviously, when you see this video, because we've gotten the copy, we've screenshotted everything. Now, I've taught the children a new word. They attached parody to the video, and again, I don't care about parody videos. I'm a celebrity, baby. Look, the paparazzi right over there. The paparazzi right over there. You know what I mean? I'm a celebrity. I got parody channels, brand new ones, Your Honor, to prove my case further that these people have been stalking me. The problem with that child, let me explain this to you, child, because I understand mentally, in comparison to me, you're a child. Let me explain this in children's terms. There's one problem with your parody video, and this is the real point I want to make about it. There's an attempt to dox my girlfriend in that video by putting her name out there. That's not parody. That's doxing with intent. That's what that is. That's not parody, child. Now go get some ice cream and go to bed. What is that saying, Your Honor? That's why I started with the story about the thugs and FBI and what I believe the estate did, which I think will prove via subpoenas. Here's another entity that is not right in the head. An abject stalker. I'm not digging into their life trying to find out who they're going out with, who they're married to, etc., and trying to dox that person. Put their name out on the internet. Never have I done that. Even the millionaires I talk about, I haven't gone into their personal lives and tried to find their, girlfriend's name or something. And dox the name so I could get that out there. Never have I done that, as much as I despise people, Your Honor. I don't do that type of shit. Not about doxing people, not about putting addresses and phone numbers, all stuff that's been done to me. YouTube allowed it. I guarantee there's a video still up, made by a gentleman with a bunch of piercings in his face. In the comment section has my previous address, phone numbers, whatever they could find on me, they put it all up. Again, I didn't have time to take it all on, Your Honor. 97 doxing, defamation, stalking, millionaires, music industry, just everything coming at me, man. Accounts in person. There's no way for one man to go after all that legally and deal with websites. It would have taken my entire day, all day, every day. And my business would have been ruined by that, which was also the intention. Have me go in 97 directions. Anyway, let's get to the point here. The point here, what does this parody video, what is it really trying to say in a certain section of it where it's attempting to dox my girlfriend? It's trying to say, just like the mob tried to say, by sending thugs and calling FBI, we can get to you or your girl anytime we want to. What is this stalker trying to say? We can get to you or your girl anytime we want. It's a terror tactic, Your Honor. Terror tactic. Putting out information on another person in the target's life. That's a terror tactic. Just like sending thugs, just like calling the FBI on an innocent man, and they knew I was innocent before they called, or one of their agents called. That's a terror tactic. Stalking, terror, they go hand in hand. We've heard these words used together. It's a stalking, harassment, and terror tactic. And the real message is, Your Honor, when they attempt to dox my girlfriend in a parody video, which your lawyer is gonna love. Trust me. Let him see it. He'll love it. I'm sure he'll advise you to do more. That's the message you're trying to send to me, Your Honor. That's why I'm repeating it 7 times and in multiple videos. We can get to you or your girl. It's a stalking, harassment, and terror tactic. I've never used it once on anybody, because a lot of people would be very terrified by stuff like that. Those are mob tactics. We can get to you or the people in your life. We just want to let you know that. You got a nice life going. Ashamed if something happened to it. That's what they're saying to me, Your Honor. The people who sent the thugs and the FBI, the person that posted this video today, and that group that she represents. That's what they're saying. We can get to you or your girl. Do you see how serious this is, Your Honor? Again, this isn't just a guy in court pretending he was persecuted. They threw everything at me and the kitchen sink. Friends of mine, stalkers, millionaire estate holders, any party you could name came after me, fangs out. No lines, no morals, whatever they could do. If they could have walked up to me and put a knife in my back, physically, they probably would have. Or my girlfriend's back. Remember, those thugs showed up while I was with my girl. Those agents showed up at my ex-girl's house. Not just me in danger. Very serious tactics, mob tactics, terror tactics, stalking tactics that I never use. Again, I have a line I will not cross. I'm not digging into people's personal lives that I don't like. Trying to figure out their non-public figure spouses or girlfriends or boyfriends so I can dox their names. Nope. The people I talk about are public figures or figures known online already. I'm not digging in for non-public figures so I can dox their names like that was just done to my girlfriend and me today, Your Honor. That is terror, that is stalking, and that's harassment. And it's continuing the sabotage of my business that this one person is responsible for. It's really a group of 3 or 4 people, which will be named later when it matters in court. Again, I'm not about doxing people. Never was, never will be. That's not the point. The point is recouping damages that I have suffered as a result of several parties, websites, estates, stalkers, and crazy people that made it their life's mission. We got to get Nick off the internet. It's multiple parties, all the 3 parties I named and more. And we got to ruin his business and reputation. Some people said we got to stalk him too. I consider sending thugs stalking, terror, harassment. I consider sending FBI for absolutely no reason. If the FBI's got to ask, is he dangerous, because they already ran a background check and found fucking nothing, that's harassment. That's terror. So the parties responsible for that, again, both times, harassment and terror. This time with the parody video. With a person that doesn't understand parody. Parody is not doxing. Doxing and parody are 2 different things, you tiny child. And she'll act like a child in court, Your Honor, when you see her. She'll act all sweet and innocent. I got evidence to prove that's not the case. And your lawyer, I'm sure your lawyer will advise you to do more of those vids. I advise against it. And I might as well be a lawyer. People have told me that. I'd advise against it. That's free legal advice. You should pay me for that. And I'm serious. You should pay me for that, but you won't. Best advice, legal advice you'll get in the near future. But, maybe your lawyer's a different breed. Maybe he's a real smart guy and he'll tell you to make more. Who knows? But, thank you for proving my case. Again, they keep doing it, Your Honor. What's going to happen? 2 more thugs going to show up next week? I'll have to tell him to fuck off too? And then unarmed guy telling 2 ex-mobsters to fuck off like they ate shit? I got to do it again? I guess I do. But again, one more time for the children. Because you're all children. The executive, the cubicle worker, the estate people. And mentally, compared to me, I can't even be mad at them anymore, Your Honor. Even though they've ruined my life and business. Am I right? I can't even be mad because just on a mental level, on an intellect level, on a moral level, they're children in comparison to me. All the parties I'm describing. I don't care how fancy the suit is they're wearing or how nice their cubicle is. Children. I don't care they own a $20 million estate that they married into. Children. I don't care if some people got into some comfortable places in life and are all established, yet they decided to stalk me. Children. They don't know who they're dealing with. I've been a nice guy for 7 years. What am I supposed to do, Your Honor? And I'm talking with all these parties. What do I do with all these children? All I can do is try and recover my damages. That's the only goal here. And to stop people getting away with defaming me. $1 trillion websites, stalkers, estate people, sending goons after me, sending law enforcement. All this needs to stop. All of it, especially the defamation. People are going to learn that lesson. Take me as a joke. LSA. Etc. Take me as a joke. You already have. You're already on the hook. I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't ask you to leave abject defamation up for 7 years. I thought it was down. I was wrong. You guys saw the videos I did complaining about it? You know how I feel about it back at the time. You did nothing. That was your warning. That was your chance. Don't try and say in court, well, he never complained. I did entire videos on it that you people watched. Come on now. And I'll play them from back then. So I wanted it down. So again, I suggest you just start writing a check right now. 7 years, you left it up. You knew I wanted it down. I complained. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't choose these paths in life, you people. So please, don't get mad at me. You don't got to send thugs or try and get me killed or whatever you guys plan on doing. I didn't ask you to do any of this. I didn't ask you to send thugs. Didn't ask you to call the FBI. Didn't ask you to deploy a troll farm. I didn't ask the website to allow it and enable it. I didn't ask the website to defame me. I didn't ask the stalkers to try and dox my girlfriend. I didn't ask the stalkers to email me admitting their crimes. You chose all this, all of you. Don't get mad at me for it. Sorry. We don't have a positive history.